is Valley News Live at 4.
Good afternoon, everyone. A downtown Fargo street is open again after being shut down due to an industrial fire. Fargo firefighters responded to a fire at Minn Kota Recycling at around 12:30 this afternoon. Officials say the fire began inside a cardboard compactor and began to spread to cardboard material outside.
There's going to be a large amount of cardboard and stuff that's going to have to kind of get moved out to get whatever remnant smoldering and stuff that's going on in there. But the majority of the fire has been put out at this time.
The building sprinkler system kept the fire contained, but crews closed 4th Avenue North for a few hours. 3M will pay millions to the city of Bemidji after toxic chemicals were found in groundwater. 3M will pay the city $12.5 million to help build a treatment facility to remove chemicals found in the city wells. The city says 3M made certain chemicals for firefighting foam, but those chemicals then ended up in the water supply. The chemicals can be linked to low birth weight, kidney and thyroid issues, along with some cancers. The first phase of that treatment project is expected to be online within the next couple of weeks. Construction on the second phase, which will allow the city to treat more water, will start this summer or fall and take about 2 years. A local school mascot is causing some controversy. An online petition is circulating saying the Dilworth Glendon Felton Rebels logo depicts a Confederate soldier and should be replaced. We dug into the history behind that mascot and asked students for their opinions. We'll have more on that tonight on Valley News Live at 6. Some relief may be on its way as our drought conditions continue. Here's a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch.
Stacy, thanks so much. We actually do have some showers of rain pushing up for South Dakota counties. And here's a quick glance at the latest drought conditions. Out to the west, severe and extreme drought taking place. And we have conditions here in the valley that are also very dry. If you haven't noticed, it's been a while since we've gotten some rain. Rain in the forecast over the next several days. And here it comes. Look at this, racing northward toward Minneapolis are thunder showers. In our area, we just have some heavy showers of rain. Northeast South Dakota along that Highway 12 corridor from Mobridge through Aberdeen is where we have the heaviest showers. What you're seeing in North Dakota, not all of that reaching the ground, but maybe a few of you not far from the Gwinner and Lisbon area. Oaks also possibly seeing a few drops wet the roadside. This is trying to push north, but notice there is a pretty sharp cutoff along that boundary. And it's cold enough for flakes out in western South Dakota where we have 30s, but for us, well, it's been a cooler day. Here's your planner. The Fargo planner shows gray skies, temperatures slipping down into the 40s. Our best chance of rain comes after 9 p.m. tonight here in Fargo. These rain showers may not even reach Grand Forks or the Devil's Lake area. I'll have hour-by-hour details on rainfall amounts, who will see it, and when your chance of rain comes, because we all will have it over the next 7 days. Details in a few minutes.
All right, Hutch, thanks so much. New information this afternoon on that massive fire raging in Theodore Roosevelt National Park. The state is now saying an estimated 5,000 acres have gone up in flames. The fire is only 45% contained right now, but the weather out west is making crews optimistic. Winds are light, and that's expected to continue through the evening. Officials are still working to figure out what started that fire. One person is now facing citations after burning leaves started a fish house, shed, and nearby woods on fire. The Hubbard County Sheriff's Department was called around 1:30 yesterday afternoon to the area by 3rd Crow Wing Lake, southeast of Park Rapids. They say Tracy Locke was burning leaves and brush earlier in the day, and when Locke left, that fire rekindled and spread. North Dakotans ages 16 and up can get the COVID vaccine with no appointment necessary. In fact, you can walk in and get your shot right now. Fargo Cass Public Health, Sanford, and Essentia are holding walk-in clinics this week. All you have to do is head over to the vaccination center at the former Gordemans building located at 5100 14th Avenue South in Fargo. They'll be giving out shots until 7 tonight, from 1 to 7 tomorrow, and from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursday. Thrifty White Pharmacy also has more than 1,000 vaccine appointments available in Fargo this week. All appointments there are for the Moderna vaccine. You can sign up at thriftywhite.com/COVID-19 vaccine. Clay County Public Health is offering a vaccine clinic tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. That'll be at the Yumcomb Center. You can find a link to set up an appointment right on our website. Some promising news from the president today. All Americans should be eligible for the COVID vaccine by April 19th. President Biden slid up the date for all states to allow adults to get the vaccine. That's nearly 2 weeks earlier than the original plan, which would have made the vaccine available to all on May 1st. Many states like North Dakota and Minnesota are already opened up to everyone. The president also announced that the U.S. has administered 150 million shots in his first 75 days of his administration. If you're looking for more options to get your shot, use our VNL vaccine tracker. It's right on the homepage of our website, or you can open your phone camera and point it at the QR code there on your screen and tap the link that pops up. In day 7 of the Derek Chauvin trial, jurors heard from Minneapolis police officers who train other officers in crisis intervention and use of force. Prosecutors hope to prove that Chauvin's knee on the neck of George Floyd was unauthorized and what ultimately killed him. Michael George has the latest.
A Minneapolis police officer who trained Derek Chauvin on how to perform approved neck restraints was on the stand today.
Is this an MPD trained neck restraint?
No, sir.
In cross-examination, Chauvin's defense showed various angles of George Floyd's arrest and suggested the position was actually an approved face-down handcuffing position, and that Chauvin's knee was not on Floyd's neck, but rather on his back and shoulders.
Does this appear to be a prone hold that an officer may apply with his knee?
Yes.
Earlier, Sergeant Kerr Yang confirmed Chauvin underwent a 40-hour training in 2016 in crisis de-escalation. Chauvin's attorneys suggested the crowd watching Floyd's arrest was also in crisis mode, and Chauvin had to deal with them, too. On Monday, the Minneapolis police chief testified that continuing to kneel on Floyd's neck once he was handcuffed and laying on his stomach violated department policy.
Would he be willing to answer those?
Before the jury arrived, Morris Hall appeared over video from the county jail where he's being held on unrelated charges. Hall was in the car before Floyd's arrest, and his attorney says if called to testify, he'll invoke his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination.
That he was in the car puts him in very close proximity with Mr. Floyd, and very close in time before he's alleged to have ingested drugs.
Prosecutors want to keep Hall far away from the witness stand.
Opposing counsel has suggested almost an alternative perpetrator.
The judge says he'll make a final decision about whether Hall will be called to testify later this week. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
A member of George Floyd's family often occupies a reserved seat in the back corner of that Minneapolis courtroom. Today, his family held a prayer vigil outside the courthouse. Investigators in Boulder, Colorado wrap up their investigation of a mass shooting at a grocery store. Detectives finished collecting evidence at King's Super's supermarket Monday. 2 weeks ago, the grocery store was the site of a mass shooting where a gunman killed 10 people. The district attorney described the investigation as painstaking, with investigators going through every shelf, pulling out each item as they collected evidence. As of now, Boulder police say they still do not have a motive to the shooting. Another sign we're getting back to normal, the Bishop of the Fargo Diocese is soon reinstating the obligation to attend Mass. That obligation to go to church was dispensed in March of last year because of the pandemic. But today, Bishop John Folder released a statement saying the obligation is back on May 1st. Certain people are still exempt from attending Mass in person. If you have any questions, you can contact your local priest. If you own a home in Fargo or West Fargo and are looking to fix it up, there's a new loan program available for you. The cities are partnering with Gate City Bank to offer low-interest loans and assistance to homeowners making major home improvements. These projects must include foundation work, exterior improvements like siding or windows, addition of living space, or major interior remodeling. To qualify, your home must be valued at less than $250,000 and occupied by its owner. You can find more information on how to apply at the City of Fargo and West Fargo's websites.
We would like to have legal guidance that would require our students to be vaccinated.
Will COVID vaccinations be required on college campuses this fall? We take a look when Valley News Live at 4 continues.
A terrific start to your Tuesday, but we were certainly cooler. We're dry for now, but showers pushing northward from South Dakota on the radar. I'll have hour by hour details on who sees rain, who does not, and how much here after this.